In this video, we are going to create this animated floating action button menu in Flutter. I used a stateful widget with the single ticker provider state mixin. I created an animation controller variable and a set of animation variables for the menu options. I used the initState method to initialize the variables. I created a tween sequence for each menu option and a tween for the floating action button. I used the media query to get the screen size. I used a size box widget and set its width and height to the media query size. I set its child to a padding widget with edge instance of 16. The child of the padding is a stack with a bottom center alignment. I created a custom widget for the menu options. I called it Circular Transform Button. The widget will take a set of variables: color, width, height, icon, rotation animation, on-a-click event, a direction, and a translation animation. It will use the direction variable to determine creating a transform widget. If the direction is not null, the transform will be a translate transform. I used a container with a box direction and an icon button as its child to create the menu option. The widget will use a function to calculate the radians from a double degree variable. I used the widget to create a red floating action button using a menu icon. The button will animate when you click on it. The first menu option is an add button. Then I added a camera button. And finally, we have a profile button. Each button will have its own animation using the variables we created above. I used the dispose method to dispose the animation controller. Our code now is complete. We have a stateful widget with a single ticker provider state mixin, a set of variables for the animation, and an animation controller. We initialized those variables in the initState method, and we disposed the controller in the dispose method. The example will use a size box widget, a padding set to 16, a stack, a custom stateless widget to create the animated floating action button, and the animated menu options. You will find a link to the code in the description. Like and subscribe for more videos. Thanks for watching.